This is my student support system. Keep watching, keep learning.
The larynx or voice box lies between laryngopharynx and trachea. Until puberty, there is very little difference in the size of larynx between boys and the girls. Thereafter, it grows larger in the boys and becomes the prominence of Adam's apple, which can be seen here, and generally produce a deeper voice. The larynx is composed of several irregular shaped cartilages attached to each other by ligaments and membranes. The main cartilages are thyroid cartilage, one cricoid cartilage, two arytenoid cartilage, and one epiglottis. First is thyroid cartilage. This is the most prominent part of laryngeal cartilages. It is made up of hyaline cartilage. It lies to the front of neck here. Its anterior wall projects into the soft tissue of the front of throat, forming laryngeal prominence or Adam's apple, which is easily felt and often visible in adult male, especially when we talk. This moves up and down slightly. The interior wall is partially divided by thyroid notch. Here you can see this is thyroid notch. The cartilage is incomplete posteriorly and is bound with the ligaments to the hyoid bone above and cricoid cartilage below. So these are the parts which attaches to the hyoid bone, and these attaches to the cricoid cartilage. Second is cricoid cartilage. This lies below the thyroid cartilage and is also composed of hyaline cartilage. It is its shape is like a signet ring, completely encircling the larynx, with the narrow part anteriorly and broad part posteriorly. So this part lies anteriorly and this posteriorly. It is lined with ciliated columnar epithelium, and there are muscles and ligaments attached to the outer surface. Next are arytenoid cartilage. These are small, roughly pyramid-shaped hyaline cartilages, and number are two, one here, one here. Okay, you can see here they are attached with vocal cords. They are attached with the broad part of cricoid cartilage, forming part of posterior wall of the larynx. They give attachment to vocal cords and to the muscles and are lined with ciliated columnar epithelium. Epiglottis. Epiglottis is the leaf-shaped fibroelastic cartilage attached on a flexible stalk of cartilage to the inner surface of anterior wall of thyroid cartilage. Here, this is stalk and it is attached here immediately below the thyroid notch. It rises obliquely upwards behind the tongue and the body of hyoid bone. It is covered with stratified squamous epithelium. Now interior structures of larynx, and that is specially we will discuss about vocal cords. The vocal cords are two pale fold of mucous membrane with cord-like free edges, which extend from the inner wall of thyroid prominence anteriorly to the arytenoid cartilage posteriorly. When the muscles controlling the vocal cord are relaxed, the vocal cords are open and the passageway or pathway of air coming up through the larynx is clear. The vocal cords are said to be abducted at this time, or we can say it is open. The pitch of sound produced by vibrating vocal cords in this position is very low, or we can say nil. When the muscles controlling the vocal cord contract, the vocal cords are stretched like this. Here they are relaxed and here they are stretched. And at this time we call them adducted or closed. When the vocal cords are stretched to this extent, they are vibrated by the air passing through them to the lungs, and from lungs when the air is expelled out from the lungs. The sound produced is highly pitched. The pitch of the voice is therefore determined by the tension applied to the vocal cord by appropriate set of muscles. When not in use, the vocal cords are adducted and the space between vocal cord is called glottis. So this space is called glottis. Now functions of larynx. One function of larynx is to produce sound. The sound is produced by vibration of vocal cords. Pitch of the voice depends on the length and tightness of the cords. The volume of voice depends upon the force with which the cords vibrate, which depend upon the force of expelled air. Next is speech. This is produced when the sound produced by the vocal cord are manipulated by the tongue, cheek and lips, and the words are formed. The functions of larynx, next function is protection of lower respiratory tract. During swallowing, the larynx moves slightly upwards, blocking the opening into it from the pharynx so that the food particle will not enter into the larynx or lungs. Then passageway for the air. The larynx link between the pharynx above and the trachea below and provide a clear pathway for the air to pass. Humidifying and filtering and warming. These processes continue as inspired air travel through the larynx because larynx is also lined with mucous membrane.
My student support system. Keep watching, keep learning.